Hi, I'm Randy.
And I'm Sandy.
And welcome to Florida Fun and More. Today we're going to talk about what things you need the most on a cruise. So we're going to go over those right now, right Sam?
Yep, don't forget these.
Hi, and welcome to Florida Fun and More. I'm Randy.
And I'm Sandy.
And we're going to tell you the top 11 plus a few extra things that you definitely do not want to forget on your next cruise. So let's go over them right now. Starting at number 11, a snorkel. Now you're saying, why do I need a snorkel if I'm going to Alaska? Well, this doesn't pertain to you. But
probably not going to swim.
Yeah, you're probably not going to swim in Alaska. Unless you want to jump in with the seals and all the other good stuff. But if you're going to the Caribbean, why would you want snorkels?
So when you get in that beautiful crystal clear water, you can see all those cool tropical fish swimming around, and it's really a lot of fun. It's really neat.
It's awesome. I mean, whether you're going down to Grand Turk or Cozumel or any of the other, Bimini, all those places have crystal clear water. You definitely want a snorkel to go out there and do that fun stuff. Number 10, water for your room. Now, water for your room you have to order before you get on the ship, unless you want to bring it with you. Plus, there are some other things that you can bring with you on your carry-on.
You definitely want to bring some snacks for your room, just so, when you're in between getting ready from the afternoon, going to dinner, going out after dinner, whatever, you just have a couple snacks in your room to munch on, like pretzels or candy.
Yeah. I like candy. I like the pretzels and the candy. I was eating a lot of that while she was getting ready. One of the other things, you can bring on Cokes. If you're in Carnival and you complain because they don't have Coke on there, they have Pepsi. You can bring, a 12-pack of Coke. Yeah, and bring that. As long as it fits in your carry-on, you can bring it. And you also
can bring on 2 bottles of wine, so be sure to get one of these nifty little wine skins to protect the bottle while you're getting checked in and everything. You're allowed to have 2 bottles, so get 2 of these. Put them in your carry-on, and you can have them in your room.
And number 9, decorations for your door. Look at this. We had this on our last Mardi Gras cruise, and we decorated our door with this, plus some other props that we had put on there. We took the little tape, the command tape, and stuck it on there, and it held it to the door perfectly.
Doesn't damage the door or anything.
Because they don't want you to damage the door. So you're not. One thing you do not want to bring is duct tape.
No duct tape.
No duct tape. No 200-mile-an-hour tape for that door.
No tacks, no anything like that.
Nothing like that.
It's metal doors, so you can't really use tack.
You can always, go ahead and try. I'm sure there's somebody's going to try. But you can use magnets, which we'll talk about those later. Also, one thing we would like about decorations of the door is
it's so much easier to find your cabin when you're coming down from having a fun dinner. Can't remember what, all the doors look alike. So
dinner
if your
or
doors,
night drinking,
whatever, your door's decorated, you're like, oh, there's my cabin.
Yeah, we actually had people that go, oh, your door is the best door out here. We like it because we remember where our door is.
Because we're like 4 doors down, so we just look at y'all's.
Yeah, exactly. So.
And we celebrated our 30th anniversary, so we put that on the door as well, and people would always wish us happy anniversary. Yeah. But you can do birthdays, graduations, whatever. Number 8, shoes. I'll let you talk about shoes because you know all about shoes. Well, of course, you want to bring a good pair of flip-flops because you're going to be wearing those a lot around the pool deck, hanging out. Then for your formal nights, you want some nice dress shoes. Make sure they're pretty comfortable because you do a lot of walking. So you also want to be sure to have some tennis shoes, sneakers, whatever you want to call them, closed-toed shoes. So if you go in one of the ports and they have different excursions and stuff, a lot of them, you have a lot of walking. So you want comfortable shoes. Sometimes you have to wear closed-toed shoes if you're doing
zip lining, something like that. Sometimes they ask you to have the closed-toe shoes.
Climbing, through the rocks and stuff like that. And
the water shoes. I mean, the water shoes are really good if especially if there's some rocks on the beach or shells that hurt when you're walking on them. They work really good. So water shoes, look into those. Those helped me a lot because I was swimming with my water shoes on because there were some rocks down on the last port that we went at. And number 7. Well, actually, before we get to number 7, let's talk about something. Let's talk about you hitting that like and subscribe button down there and becoming part of the Florida Fun and More community and the channel and all the other stuff.
And you get to see us.
You get to see her. Who cares about me?
Whatever.
Whatever. All right, number 7, bathing suits.
Ladies, I suggest that you bring at least 2. So while one is drying, you can wear the other one. Because I hate putting on a wet, cold bathing suit. So bring 2, and then.
And don't forget, you can, in a lot of the ships, always have a little line inside the shower. You can put your wet stuff on top of that little line, let it dry out overnight. And sometimes it's not going to be dry that soon. So then that's when this second bathing suit comes in handy.
Yes.
So just remember that. Number 6. This kind of pertains to bathing suits, right?
Yes. Ladies, if you're going to be hanging out at the pool and then you're going to go in and grab some lunch at one of the little restaurants and stuff, put on a cover up. It's easy. Just throw it on. Just, it just looks better than you walking around in your bathing suit all day.
That's
Guys,
right.
Bring a t-shirt, throw it on, go eat, then go back and sit by the pool.
That's right. And we tell you, the girls, some of these girls have these very petite derrieres. It may look nice to you. It may look nice to most of the guys, but these other ladies don't want to see your derriere, no matter how nice it looks. So cover it up and do them a favor.
Just out of courtesy for other cruisers.
Absolutely. Number 6. That was number 6. Number 5, formal wear. Formal wear. Women, what do you like to wear?
Well, you have an option. So you can go completely formal. You can wear the long dress, the fancy jewelry, to the T. Or if you don't want to go that formal, just wear a cute little cocktail dress. Guys, if y'all want to do it up, you can bring a tux, wear a suit and tie, or just a nice dress-up shirt. You don't have to go all out unless you want to. But be sure to check and see how many formal nights you have on your cruise. Ours, we had 2.
We did have 2. That was on a 7-night. You may have a 2 or 3 day one, and you're probably not going to have a formal night. But if you're on a 5 and above, you may have 2, you may have 3. Maybe 4, depending on how many nights you're out on the ocean. If you're out on that 159-night transatlantic cruise, you may have
quite
200 of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows? There may be. Well, I guess 159. You're not gonna have 200, but you're gonna have a lot.
You're gonna have a lot.
You're gonna have a lot.
But you will have plenty of formal wear, I'm sure, if you can afford to go on that cruise.
Yeah. If you haven't seen that one,
$150 in it.
No.
It's $159?
No, it was $259 for like the.
I'm talking about days.
159, yes. 159 days. It was $250,000 for one of the Primo suites.
Yeah. $89,000 for the cheaper suites.
Cheaper suites.
Yeah, no. Don't think we'll be going on that one.
I don't think so.
But y'all have fun.
But we will. Hey, if you would like to send us out on that, just reach out to us. We'd love to cover it.
Yeah, we'll go there.
All right, number 4. Oh yeah, we did forget that.
Yeah,
I forgot
we got hooked up on that.
I got hooked up on the transatlantic, which this kind of pertains to that because I'm sure they have a lot of these special events.
Yes. So in the evenings when you're just out at sea, they do these special parties. Like ours we had an 80s night, which was a lot of fun for us.
Yeah, can you tell why we would like the 80s night?
It was a lot of fun.
No.
And then they did a country night.
Yep.
they had the tiki party night.
Yeah.
You know, you wear your Hawaiian print shirt and these nice little leis and a fruity drink with the umbrella, and it was fun.
I think a fruity drink with an umbrella is always
that's a cruise ship
That's
thing.
cruise ship.
Yeah.
You got to have that.
But
there were a lot of different events during the our last cruise. Mardi Gras actually had king and queen. People were dressed up as kings and queens for that, and so
just check on your cruise
Yeah.
and see what special events they're doing, so you make sure you bring some attire
for that. And then if you want to join the Florida Fun and More Facebook page, you can follow it on there. I'm sure we will post that along the way as well. So, and that's on Facebook, Florida Fun and More. Number 4, we're going to talk about these little things that work really good in your cabin.
Magnets.
Why are those so good?
Well, these come in handy. So if you have, like we bought rain jackets because we did have rain one day, and these stick on your wall, gives you extra hanging space. So for those things that you don't use every day, you can put them out of the way, hang your jackets on it. You can, if you have a lanyard, you can put your lanyards on it. You know where everything is. It helps keep your room organized. Hang up your wet towels. All kinds of stuff.
Kinds of stuff.
Your decorations.
You had a couple things up there that you kind of... Yeah, there you go. There's one.
Your
Bingo.
Decorations for your door.
For your door inside. We had a couple masks hanging up on the... not the mask you wear for like COVID, but the
Mardi Gras
mask. You know, the eyes and stuff.
Feathers and all that.
Yeah,
so we put those up too, and you can get different sizes. As you see, this is a little one. This is a little bit bigger one. This is for your towels and stuff because they're a little heavier, especially when they're wet. So definitely
get those.
Get those. They're worth it.
All right, water-resistant backpack is number 3. What's in that little bag?
This is a nifty little bag, and we didn't even think we needed it.
No, we were gonna we don't need that. And then probably 4 days before our cruise, I just on a whim said, you know what, whatever, I'm gonna go ahead and order this thing and see what happens. And it ended up being a lifesaver. It was great. I mean, this thing, it doesn't weigh a whole lot.
Super light.
It's super light. We had our passports in there, which you don't want to forget getting a passport.
Makes things so much easier.
Yes, get a passport.
It's definitely worth it.
Passport was, kind of, if something happens, you're out there, and you're somewhere you're not familiar with, and you get pulled over for whatever, and you don't have a passport, it could make your life a little rough. So put that in your little water-resistant bag that is water-resistant, so if it rains,
it all stays dry.
It all stays dry. You put that, you put your COVID vaccine card in there because some places will ask for that. So,
yeah, your ID, you can put your phones in here.
Mine.
So if it happens to rain, they don't get wet. Yep, some cash.
Yep.
It comes in real handy.
It
and
does.
it's nice and lightweight. So if you go shopping, you can put your stuff in here. You can carry it.
Absolutely. Now, the number 2 is Sunblock.
And
What is it?
aloe.
Aloe.
Definitely want your sunblock and your aloe. In case you don't use enough of this, you'll need to use this.
Yes.
Right, Randy?
Yes, because somebody on our last cruise was decided he was going to put sunscreen on his legs. Well,
Spray.
So yeah, the spray. Now, I'm going to give you a tip. When you spray it, rub it into your legs, your arms, or whatever. Just kind of
Make
rub
sure
it in.
it's all covered.
Yeah, make everything is covered. Because somebody on our last cruise, when it was really, really windy, decided that he thought he got everything, but he did not get everything, and ended up having a giant arrow on my leg. It was an arrow going down my leg because the wind blew it off that particular area. I don't know how it did a perfect arrow, but it did. And I think people thought I had a weird birthmark on my leg, but it was actually just a sunburn that was in the shape of an arrow. And I mean sunbird, I mean
It was
bright
red.
red.
The whole cruise.
The whole cruise. It was pretty funny, but not.
It was funny.
Not really.
I thought it was funny.
I didn't think it was funny. All right, number 1.
Don't forget to pack
What?
your medication.
What?
Especially prescription medication. But you don't want to put it in your suitcase, do you?
No, you want to make sure that's in your carry-on because why?
You might get your luggage misplaced.
That's
or
right.
you might need to take it before your luggage arrives to your room. Especially depends on what time you end up getting
That's
on the
right.
ship. So if you have to take it at lunchtime, you want to probably make sure you have it in your carry-on just in case because, you know, prescription medicine you aren't going to be able to get.
I mean, your kids' stuff as well. You know, you want to make sure your kids' medicine is there. Maybe they have, you know, whatever they have to take. So make sure they're in
Allergy
there.
medicine, your, you know, if you have heart medication, just whatever you take normally, you just want to make sure it's on you.
Yes, absolutely.
Not in your suitcase.
Absolutely. Motion sickness pills as well.
Throw some of those on there. Even if you don't get motion sickness, you never know. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
And you know, that could happen, you know, if you don't have it and you say, well, I'll just go down to customer service and get it. Well, I don't know if you've seen how long the lines are for customer service. You could be waiting a long time, and by that time, it could be too late. So just go ahead and pack it.
Yeah, it's better to bring it along.
Yep, absolutely. Now we're going to go into some things, the plus side. All right? These are the other side of 11, because 11 goes to 11 in what, Spinal Tap? Yeah, Spinal Tap. All right, so number plus.
Number plus.
Number plus! A fan for your room. Now this is for the people that go out during the summertime mainly, because the rooms can get hot. Your AC is trying to keep up with the heat. You know, sometimes you're down in the Caribbean, and you know it's
warm.
It's plus 100 heat index, so the rooms can get hot. Plus, a fan kind of comes in handy if you bring your poopery. That's another thing you definitely need.
Don't forget your poopery.
Don't forget your poopery, because then the fan will circulate the air, and then everybody will be happy.
And if some people like to sleep with the sound of a fan, you have one of those little fans, you know, it just comes in handy. It's just your preference.
Yeah, absolutely.
Me, I didn't need a fan.
Yeah, she didn't.
I like my balcony room.
All right, number whatever.
Number +2.
+2. All right, is a over-the-door organizer. Now this is for the ladies mainly. The ladies like these. Oh, isn't that special? She didn't even know how to open it up.
I didn't use it.
Yeah, she didn't even use this. Now, some people need this. We did not. We had it, but we didn't use it. But it's good for, you know, you put your hairspray in there, your clips, you know,
jewelry, earplugs if you wear earplugs, a little night mask if you sleep with the mask on. Ginger chews, that I did bring some of those just in case you feel a little queasy, and it's nice because it keeps it organized, keeps stuff off the little counter you have there, and you know where everything is, and it just hangs. You can hang it on one of those magnets. See? Yeah, works perfect.
Yeah, you can do it. You can either put it over the door or use the magnet, whatever. Put it wherever you want. Little magnets work great. As that one slides underneath the couch. Bye, Mr. Magnet. We'll never see you again. The dog will probably find you.
He'll be hooked to his collar.
All right. Next thing we're going to talk about is mask. Now, this may not pertain to you. If this is in the future, you may not need a mask. But right now, as we're speaking about this, some ships are actually asking you to wear a mask again. I know that's the last thing anybody wants to hear, but some ships are asking to wear the mask again.
Or
indoors.
at least, in certain places.
Certain areas.
Not not when you're hanging out by the pool or something like that.
No.
But these are just disposable. There's 10 in a pack. They were like a couple dollars, you know. Just have them just in case.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you never know.
Yeah, you want to make sure you also bring your COVID test, your COVID vaccine card, and last thing, is hand sanitizer.
Please,
and
people.
This will go on forever.
Yeah, this isn't just because of COVID. You should always keep your hands clean.
And if you can't, if you're playing slot machines,
so is everybody else before you, and people spread germs.
Yeah.
Use hand sanitizer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Comes in handy.
Ha, ha, ha. You kill me.
Yeah, I know.
All right, the last thing we're going to talk about is more of a tip than a necessity. This is for all those people. You'll know who I'm talking about.
You know who you are.
Yeah, you know who you are. All those people out there hating on the kids. They're all saying, "Oh, there's so many kids on this cruise, they're driving me nuts." There's going to be kids on a ship if you go during Christmas break, during spring break, and during the summer. If you don't want to be on a cruise with a bunch of kids wiping their noses or whatever they do, sanitizer comes in handy, kids, then don't go during those months. I know it's the best time to go, but, it's the time that parents take their kids on a cruise.
Yeah, it's good for families to be together.
Remember, you were a kid once, a long time ago. Maybe just 2 weeks ago you were a kid.
Or your big kids, Anyway.
Yeah.
So if you don't want kids, you might look at one of those other...
The red ones that...
Don't allow kids.
Doesn't allow kids, and they have the commercials talking about the kids saying, "Mom and Dad left us and went on a cruise."
That's a funny commercial.
It is a funny cruise. If you haven't seen it, it's they play a lot on YouTube right now. I see it almost every morning. I see it when I'm watching the Wrestle Talk news. So, anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for today. And we hope these tips have come in handy. And if they have, please do hit the like and subscribe button.
Definitely.
Tell your friends. Share, all over the place. Say, hey, I saw this video with this guy with this funny two-tone hair and this gorgeous lady next to him. I don't know why she's with him, but she's with him. And if that's what you feel, please become part of the channel. And we'll see you next time on Florida Fun and More. She's Sandy, I'm Randy. Until next time, so long from the Sunshine State.
See you on the next cruise. Sandy.
Hi, welcome to Florida Fun and More. I'm Randy, and that's
Sandy.
And we're going to tell you the top 11 things that we think you definitely need on your next cruise. And why 11? Well, if you've ever seen Spinal Tap, you'll know 11 is just that much better. Plus, we're going to give you a couple more tips, don't you think?
Yeah, little extras.
Okay. So, number 11.
Bring a snorkel. If you plan on going snorkeling on one of the year.
Blooper.